phone. We're talking to Mr. Cole Blackman, Mr. Frisco Fighters. 40 receptions, 505
How you gonna
yards,
cut me off, bro?
14 touchdowns.
I'm giving the man the flowers.
44 long, 12.6 average. Come on, man.
Too much. She's like, it's draft day. He going first round.
Exactly.
Like, you never know.
They didn't call us. Nobody called us. Everything that we worked for our entire lives since we was kids, we didn't get that call. Like, football at that point stopped.
Come out. You start to see things a little differently. It was like, man, I had like a spiritual experience during that. Not making it to the NFL right away. You lose a little bit of confidence. Like the captain was like, it hits different when you had to go and get it. He like came over to me. He's like, yeah, take your cleats off. Like, we're signing you.
Yeah.
Sit down.
Wow.
Mid-workout.
Wow, that's how it happened?
It was dope. The only white boy. I went to trials. Was snapping in trials, and they signed me. I'm the only white boy. So create a life of freedom. To be able to move how I want to move while blessing as many as I can in my path into like anything I do in my life. So it's like, I'm giving this all I got while the moment's here.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna let it pass me by and then see what happens. You know what I mean? Just leave it to God and then we go from there.
I'm unfazed, I'm unfazed, yeah, I'm unfazed. I'm unfazed, yeah, I'm unfazed. I'm unfazed, yeah, finna stack this paper, I'm unfazed.
Oh, it's Cold World.
No, you do introduce it. I'm pulling up something that's very important to me.
Today we have who I call white chocolate.
The real white chocolate.
The real white chocolate, you know what I'm saying? He's a real stand-up guy.
Yeah.
He's cool. And I want to say, I'm going to give you your flowers, right, bro? I haven't seen anyone, I don't think I've ever played with anyone that's been through so much of an injury-wise, body-wise, and fight and play through it more than you. And then and not just be out there like 50%. And even so, because I believe in all of our talents, right? That our 50, 60, 70 is better than some of these dudes 100%. But you really been balling, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, you really been stepping up to the point where it's like, you got that swag, you got that confidence. You know what I'm saying?
And just so the people know who we're talking to, this is why I was on my phone. We're talking to Mr. Cole Blackman, Mr. Frisco Fighters. 40 receptions, 505
How you gonna
yards,
cut me off, bro?
14 touchdowns.
I'm giving the man the flowers.
44 long, 12.6 average. Come on, man.
Boy,
We're talking to Mr. 14 touchdowns. And
I'm not done talking. And
no,
like
go
so
ahead. But you don't even know the stats. You didn't do no research.
it don't matter. You handle that.
We gotta start hot, remember? Come on, go.
I love these dudes.
Sometimes I just want to slap the shit out of him.
You never did. Remember what happened yesterday? Got him.
One of these I'm gonna just slap you for real. And it's gonna fuck our friendship up. We're just gonna fight.
Okay, we can fight it out. Go fight it out. Fight right
and so,
now.
bro, I'm proud of you. You know what I'm saying? You're having a big impact on this team, and you're doing your thing, dog.
Appreciate that, brother.
You are, bro. You already know what it is with me and you.
They don't know though. So
no,
tell them.
But that's no. He already know. This is something they don't even need to know. You know what I mean?
You're gonna find out.
You know what it is. You're gonna find out. You look us
You don't
up.
need to
You
know
know
until
we
you
do.
find out.
Until you find out, bro. But I want to ask you, bro. Let's get right into it, bro. So you have in this year that everybody's looking at you. You're the top receiver on the Frisco Fighters right now, the #1 team in the IFL. But last year was not like that. The year before that, it was not like that. You know what I mean? So I want to talk. We don't got to go dive back all the way into high school, but let's go right back to that CFL experience that you had. You know what I mean? What was that like, being in the CFL, going through that? Because we've had Charles on here. We've had Meatball on here where they've all talked about their different experience with the CFL. What was your experience like in the CFL?
Man, yeah, just being there, getting that opportunity. So in college, I broke my leg. I won't go through the whole thing, but I broke my leg, and that kind of set me back for a while. Yeah, I got a medal right here.
Was that at Virginia? Or was
it was at UVA.
Okay.
It was at Virginia. So I got a metal rod in my leg, and that kind of just like set me back for a while in college, and then COVID happened.
How long was that?
Yeah.
How long was that?
Rehab?
Yeah, how long was rehab?
That was like a full year. So I broke it going into camp my sophomore year. I was actually starting going into my sophomore year.
Wow.
At UVA, yeah. So that's what's crazy, because it's like, man, that don't happen. Like, who knows what that could have been starting early on. So, but that happens. It was a full year to like really get like healthy, they say.
Yeah.
But like, I mean, but then then you playing through the injury, like trying to come back and not be scared on it. But that just set me back for a while. But I've just always had a vision for what I can do with this, and just love this game and love the process of it, where it was like, I think just a lot of steps in life, I've run into a little bit of adversity. I'm like, all right, well, let's put a plan together, like get back right. Like I've always been able to kind of like see the final vision of it.
Hell yeah.
And like hold on to that. So
So at UVA, were you able to put together like a full season?
Like, yeah, but I came back and I was doing like special teams. I was playing my role, doing that. And it was just, it got to a point, and honestly, like younger me would have been like, yeah, my OC didn't like me. Like, he just labeled me. Yeah, he hurt. Like he kind of just passed me up. And part of it, I think it's part situation, right place, right time. But like now being on this side of it, it's like I know it's like the work that you put in yourself, and it's like,
that you put in.
yeah, and you can't really lie to yourself about it. I think a lot of times like we lie to ourselves about like, oh yeah, man, like we're doing everything possible. Like I'm that dude. Like I should be playing. Like well, they don't see it, but it's like I don't know. Only you can really know what lies like you really live with, and like what you're really putting into this every day.
Yeah,
and like, that work gonna show, baby.
Yeah, no, 100%. And I think that's something I'm still realizing. This year's been a huge realizer for me, because it's like it's really been like you said. It hasn't been crazy success leading up. I had a lot of success early on in my life. Like I was recruited early on in high school.
Yeah, because you had a scholarship to go there?
Yeah, I committed my sophomore year.
What division is that?
Damn,
ACC.
ACC, yeah, that's crazy.
Committed ACC my sophomore
year. You was
year,
probably going crazy in high school.
Man, it was fun, bro.
How was the competition though in Virginia?
Man, it's like that.
You think so? I know a couple boys that I played with at Liberty.
Come on, it's
you know
like
what I'm saying? What's the area code? What's it called?
804. We got the 804 and the 757.
757.
That's what I know. That's the two.
That's what the dogs had, the 757 though.
804 and 757. it bounces back like here and there. It was like 7.5 for a little bit early on in my high school, but then like now it's really like we have so many dudes from 804, like kids I never ever even knew about, like got 40 offers, like big D1s, like man, a ton of dudes. But it's kind of cool to just look back and see like young Jits like at the field, just like I'm like, hold on, that was like little bro that was out there. oh he got LSU just now. Like,
yeah, crazy.
Man, it was cool. But we started talking about that. But getting back to your question.
Yeah,
I think just circling
about
back to
like even after that, because you had the injury, you didn't even have. You were on special teams, UVA and everything. So what did the draft look like? So you went from being the guy in high school, get into college, okay, now you're dealing with the injury.
Yeah.
Now you're like, dang, okay, the coach is kind of this or that. You're kind of in your head mentally going through that injury. What did happen? Because the idea for all of us is like, we're like, okay, NFL.
Yeah.
Like, that's the goal we're trying to get to. So what was that process like when you're like injured, your senior year, whatever it is? What was that transition like to the draft and combine?
Well, he actually went to William and Mary, right?
Yeah, afterwards. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So I mean, so I did.
Did you goddamn homework?
Yeah, come on now. Like, he did the stats.
We like that. We like that. We must be like that. Yeah, yeah. He mad right now. Yeah, he want to fight.
He not like us.
You just don't know have a conversation.
No, you just don't do your homework. It's an art. Podcasting is an art.
Yeah, it's an art that you don't know.
Well, do your homework.
Yeah, I did it.
Y'all done?
He didn't know. It's okay though.
That's why I asked. That's why we're here to have a conversation.
Well, so how was that after you got hurt? You went to the school?
Damn. So I just realized that it really wasn't gonna happen at UVA, and at the time, I was mad. I just wasn't getting the opportunity. I was like, man, I just need somewhere new, fresh start. They never saw me break my leg or anything.
Yeah.
And I got to William & Mary, and it's funny. It was partly wanting a fresh start, but William & Mary had the whole coaching staff from UVA that recruited me.
Oh, okay.
So the coaching staff at UVA, great people, and they taught me a lot. I'm like really grateful for that part of my journey. But I committed to Coach London, Mike London, and he's over at William & Mary now.
What is William & Mary is what?
They are D1AA. They are
D1AA. Okay.
We the
I don't know what y'all is. I think y'all basketball school too, right?
Yeah. We got some
boys that hoop.
Put in the league and everything. But got an opportunity there, and it was I wanted to give it a staff that I trusted, and like London was my guy. I mean, I committed to him sophomore year in high school. Grew up going to UVA games, so I was like that's like family to this day.
Charlottesville.
But at UVA.
It's lit.
Yeah. No, it was tough. But got an opportunity there. He gave me a shot. We didn't throw it too much, but that's
the worst.
Yeah, I know, but it's crazy. But this is the stuff that like we talk about where we hope that scouts see, and like the real ones that are watching day in and day out and watching the game, like they know. But I went for I think it was like 46. No, it was probably like 30 catches for like a little over 500, like average college season, but like good amount of touches, and like a lot of but because we ran it so much, a lot of my big plays were like big plays, you know what I mean? Like post corners, like play action stuff. Like I was routing people, but I won player of the year for the team that year, going for 500 yards. And it's like, it's because I was going into the box, I was crackbacking, Like I was getting the backer every time and doing
the
a lot of
dirty
stuff.
work.
Yeah, doing a lot of stuff we were forced to do here. So it's like it just brought that dog back out of me. I think like I got hurt, I got injured, I got a little like not soft, but just like you play a little more timid after that. So like
100%.
I was playing timid, I wasn't hitting people, and it's like, man, I finally got into a new situation where I was like, and I think just with it being, I think pressure with like it was my grad year, so it was like, man, now or never type thing.
Yeah,
It was like
go big or go home.
yeah, so I was just giving it all. Did my thing, then like, and had some interest from like some teams. I had an agent that signed with, and he was talking to some teams. But my pro day, like I went to Miami to train and did that the whole off season. And then pro day came, and the whole weekend of pro day was like a monsoon. And
that's crazy.
Yeah, in Williamsburg. And then like D1 AA school, man, if you don't got an indoor, yeah, you know what I mean. They're not rescheduling.
I was
that.
at Indiana State. It was sleeting.
Yeah,
and snowing.
The scouts already got the flights. Like, man, you doing this today, or we not coming back?
Yeah, they don't care.
Yeah,
we kept delaying, and we delayed it 30 minutes. Okay, we went back out there stretch. Actually, it started raining again. 30 minutes. I'm like, bro, come on, man. They don't want to stay here and see that.
No, 100%. Bro, I'm still mad to this day I did it, but I went out there and like, I mean, I had just trained for months for my 40. I had just every day all this stuff, and I was like, nah, bro, I'm running this 40. Like, I already know part of what it is with me. Like, I'm a wide receiver. You know what I mean? Like, I'm gonna show that I can move a little bit. Yeah,
you have to.
I go out there in the rain, bro. I ran a 4.8, like a 4.85, bro. I was
crazy.
I had pictures of like the water splashing up as I'm
bro.
like running. Like you see like the water splashing. So it's like,
and it's one of those things too.
I shouldn't have done that. I was just prideful.
And I was thinking about that too, like with mine, because you could see in a picture of mine, like you could see the snow. Like you could see the snow coming down on mine. So I'm like, dang, okay, are you guys gonna take this into account? Like this and that, bro. But I'm like, when it comes to that stuff, if you're not the guy, if you're not at LSU, if you're not at Notre Dame, they're not like they don't take that into account, bro. Like I was really talking to the scouts, bro. They don't like a 4.8 is a 4.8.
Yeah, they're looking at
4.5
that
is
on
a
paper.
4.5. They're not okay. 4.5 cold Blackman. Okay, it was raining. No, they're not looking at that, and that's the crazy thing.
Yeah, and that's what I think we just learned more so being in the business of it now, like realizing what it is. Like, bro, it's just numbers on a sheet at a certain point. It's okay.
Yeah.
Okay, he ran a 4.85, and it's no star, rainy. Yeah.
No.
It's but hey, it's what it is. But I mean, man, every part of the journey happens for a reason. Like, who knows if I would have got a camp invite or anything, if I would have had a better time. I think if I would have tested better. But draft day came, and I was hoping. I knew I was gonna get drafted. I think I had some interest. Like I thought I was gonna get signed. I thought at least a workout. Something. Didn't hear anything, and then it was just kind of like, okay, now we wait.
Did you do a party or something for the?
No, I mean, my family had like our fam over, but it was like. And my mom is like, I love her to death, but like, she doesn't really know the ins and outs of the business. She doesn't really know too much. She's like, it's draft day, he's going first round.
Exactly.
Like, you never know.
Everybody calling me.
I'm telling you, Mom, I'm not getting called today.
Not
like,
today. Not today.
Like, I would love to. Like, I got the confidence I can play with these dudes, but like, it's not happening today, Mom.
That's not how it works.
It's like, you
just
gotta keep hopeful thinking.
My uncle brought in a cake on first day.
First day.
I'm like, hey, bro.
I'm just trying to see who gets drafted first round.
Bro. Bro. I'm just watching right now.
Man.
Spectator.
But it's crazy too, cause like I turned down when the USFL was first year.
Yeah.
Was just starting. So like they had their draft right before the NFL draft, I think, or it was like
I think I remember that.
Somewhat right before, and my agent got me plugged. Like they got me plugged into that, and they wanted me to be in the draft, and it was I had to make a decision, kind of like, because it was they were having that early, and I just had to make a decision like, okay, do I want to take that, and okay, do a USFL year and get some good film, and then go, or do I want to turn that down, like turn the opportunity of that down, be in the draft pool, because I had to let them know, and just like hope that I get a camp invite, and I was just like, I mean, shoot, y'all know how it is, like, but we wanted this league. We wanted to go to league our whole life. I'm like, I'm shooting for that. Like, and I still like stand on it when I talk back on it, because like I'm shooting for that. If that doesn't happen, all right, but what plan can I put together now? Yeah. But then like right after I didn't get drafted or signed or anything, I was like, it was tough just because I tried to go back to that, and it was like, oh, they already signed dudes. Teams already taken up. It's like, damn, okay.
So that I wanna talk about that right there, because I think we all had that moment where it's like, football they didn't call us. Nobody called us. Everything that we worked for our entire lives since we was kids, we didn't get that call. Like, football at that point stopped. So what was that thought process? Because I know for me it was like, boy, I need money. Like, I need money. I need something. What was that thought process for you? Or was it like, okay, on to the next thing? Because for me, honestly, it took a minute. It took me about a week to, like, go put on some cleats and really go work out again. Because I was like, I need to figure out how I'm going to make money. I was down here at my uncle's house, so I was like, what was that for you?
Man, yeah, I think I was actually just talking to my boy about this like 2 days ago. I think, like, with me, and I mean, but the more I study, like, successful people, I think, like, everybody has a little bit of that, like, delusional like that delusional confidence in themselves, and like that's what I'm saying. Like, I've never lost like touch with, like, I know what the vision could be, and I know what I could do with this.
Yeah.
And I think after that, I was upset, but it was like, bro, I was after I realized I didn't get signed, I was calling the USFL dudes the next day.
Back on it.
So it's like, all right, you want to do that? Like, can I get back on with this? And it was, I got a no from that, and it was just kind of like, we'll let you know, like, we're gonna put you in the pool. Yeah. Somebody gets hurt, like, we'll call you, but never heard anything. But for a little bit, I was just like, okay, dang, this sucks. But like, I would be upset about it, but I don't think the work ever stopped, and I never was like, okay, well, maybe something else. And I mean, I guess at some points in my career, I've like thought about it for a second, but it's never been like, I'm like, nah, I'm going with this till I can't. You know what I mean? It's like, and I truly I believe that, like, if you just follow something that you love and like you're fully devoted to it and you're passionate about it, like, shoot, the energy that you bring to what you're doing, you're gonna meet the right people, you're gonna make connections. So I still feel that way about ball now, like just playing in the IFL. Like, obviously it's not where we want to be. Yeah. But like, I think I trust and I know that I trust myself, and I know that I can get my money right and I can do something else when the time comes if I need to. You know what I mean? But like, I was actually listening to an Unphazed podcast earlier, you know what I'm saying? And I heard you talking about something. You were, man, what'd you say? Forgot exactly what you said. Yeah, but like just being able to just like, okay, I know I can get it on myself. Oh, that's what you said. Like, you can't be like, to be great at something, you can't just be halfway into it, like half stepping, and like you think like you got to be fully into it. And it's like hard. We try to balance life. Okay, business, like making money. And it's like, nobody wants to struggle out here and everything, you know. But like, I still know that, that's how I view football and how I view my craft. It's like, I'm gonna make sure I can put food on my table and I can get right. And it's like, the older I'm getting, it's harder to do that. But I'm also just like, I know what this game can do if we make that happen real quick too. Like 1 week check. Yeah, you don't never know what that one play will be. That one game, that one season, that one, you know what I mean? So you never know what that's going to be. That's going to get you that opportunity. So you got to go hard. So like, when you said like the money thing, it was just like, you thought about like I got to make money real quick. Man, I DoorDashed. I DoorDashed, started training kids. Everything in my head was like, all right, how can I make money to continue working my craft?
Just get enough to
and it's like, pushing. Training kids was a big part of that, bro. Like, because I'm able to be on the field, train kids, and make money for doing something that I'm out here doing already. Like, I was already helping like little kids that would be on the field. They knew me. I would like, bro, like some high schoolers from the area. Like, I would just go run routes with them. Like, so I'm like, what I was doing, and I was just putting them on game, chopping it up. I'm like, they'll pay me for the same thing that I'm already. Okay. I just started putting it out there, and it's like, that's how I would run my sessions. And honestly, bro, these kids, they started liking it just because, like, I wasn't even treating it like a business. It was a business, but like, I was out there working.
Just working.
You know what I mean? Just chopping up, putting them on game. We talking about life. While we're working.
That's love.
So where does that drive and that passion and that energy come from to keep going, to keep pressing through? You know what I'm saying? Like, is it like to provide for your family, to be scared of being a has-been, whatever? Like, but where does that come from?
I think originally, I think the drive comes from, this was like, it's something I was gravitated to. I'm a spiritual person, so I think like, we all have inner pursuits that we like follow like intrinsically. You know what I'm saying? So like, I think I started loving football at an early age. So my parents have videos of me just like, I'm gonna go to the NFL like early on, and then we all got like that, right? And I think partly like my family might have put those ideas in my head too, that it was possible, but like, just early on, I was like, I'm gonna go to the NFL. I'm gonna make this happen. Like, I've always believed that. But it gets to a time where you gotta lean on something else if it's not happening. But I think it's family, being able to provide for them for sure. I think that's always the push with this game. If we can make it happen, it's like, man, we can do everything we want to do, and like, we can take care of our family buy him a crib, do whatever. But yeah, it's just like that inner drive. I think it's just always been in me. It's something I really want to do, and it's just the more I've followed this, I've been able to like, okay, I really like impacting lives and like just like connecting with different people and playing the game of football. And like, bro, we travel everywhere. We connect.
Travel, yeah.
We meet a new team every year. Meet new dudes. Like,
exactly.
It's so dope. And I think that's molded me into who I am, because I'm just like a diverse person, because like, yeah, like I've been to all different places and met all different types of people, been around all different circles. So I don't know. I think like the drive it is even hard for me. Like it gets hard really just financially when you think about like, okay, should I be starting to do something else while I'm chasing this? And like, I think that's as you get older, it's a balance you gotta have. But yeah, bro, it's just like it's just something I love.
Do you feel like football was like something like, I guess for me, like sports, like basketball was my first love, but I'm like at a certain point, I'm looking at football, I'm like, this is my love. I love it. You know what I'm saying? This is all I know. You know what I mean? I dedicated so much time to this where it's like, I'm going to grind. You know what I mean? And it doesn't feel like a grind.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm just really out here playing a kid's game. And if I can get paid for it at the highest level, of course that's what I want to. But even at this level, at the IFL, CFL, XFL, UFL, it's not the NFL, but it's like, dang, I'm still getting a little check and I'm still able to play this game.
Man, yeah.
And just enjoy it.
That's the craziest part, yeah. It's like,
crazy.
I've been having, this year has been such like a just confirming year for me, like for the work I put in and like just through all like we haven't made it, but like from all like the no's and the bad years I've had, it's good to have a year just like, man, bro, like you're saying, I've been hurt and I've been trying to just push through. So it's like, I've been just taking it week to week and just trying to like get my body right and just like do everything I can week to week. And now it's like, man, we're at the end of the season. I look back, I got 14 touchdowns. I'm like, damn, like it's crazy to look back at that. And it's like, you don't realize when it's just adding up.
Yeah.
But it's like, yeah, man, it's been such a confirming year to me because of that. Like, and shoot, that's just giving me more like confidence going into whatever does happen next. Like, I know this, like going into this year, I was like, man, all right, I'm gonna give it this year. If it doesn't happen, then damn, okay, like maybe figure something else out. But like, I'm seeing this now, and I'm like, man, I can't. Like, I've seen a little confirmation from it. Like, I'm doing at least another year. Like, if hopefully I get CFL or UFL after this year. But like, like you can make it happen. And like, man, we've seen so many stories where like dudes make it happen out of this league. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And I think I just got off course though.
No, that's cool. It's good. I think you don't never know, like, your story could be the one. Like, you could be the one that could be the Cavante Turpin, you know what I mean, that does it and that motivates. Oh, he played here and he made it there and he's on the big scene. He's getting that check now. You know what I mean? So there's so many opportunities. UFL, XFL, all this is. We don't never know that we could be that one to inspire the world, to inspire have that great story. And it's crazy because both of y'all, like, you know what I'm saying, I look at both of y'all had stories of like confirmation this year. Like, had some sort of confirmation because both last year, last year you were on the team for a little bit, but you were going through CFL and everything that you were going through. But y'all didn't have that year where you were the guy last year. Yeah. So you went from not being the guy in a span of 12 months to now you're the guy. Now we think about Frisco Fighters, we think about LJ, and we think about Cole Blackman. You know what I mean? So that's just crazy to think about how quick life could change just like that.
Yeah, bro. Like, I think you posted in your story the other day. It's like your life can change in 6 months.
That's all you need, bro.
It really can. It's so
crazy,
bro. Like,
literally.
You just take it day by day, minute by minute.
But we can talk about football all day. I've noticed something because I've done this, and I've started to do it for a while now. But you're big on meditating and things like that. What got you into that? Where does that take you? And just
every game before the game, he's sitting there like, I'm like, oh, he's locked in. He's locked in.
Oh, don't mess with me. Yeah. Don't mess with me while I'm meditating. You might die and not know how you died.
Nah, for real.
I know how you died.
Yo, the way he going, dude.
But yeah, man. First of all, I have ADHD. You know what I mean? So I think I've always dealt with like just not being able to like focus for a long period of time, and like or just there's so many things that just come with like just being able to control your mind. And I realized it. I think once it happened during COVID. The first time I meditated was during COVID. I was on, what was it?
Coke?
No, no, sir.
Heroin?
It was during COVID. I was high on life, and I was in quarantine. That's what I'm trying to say. I was in quarantine, But I actually wasn't high in life. My girl had just broke up with me. I was down bad. Look, it was during quarantine.
Oh, wow.
So you went like, girl breaks me up with me day 2 of quarantine.
Why? Because she didn't see you or what?
Like, yeah, it's just old story. But just the timing of it was young. It was a young relationship, and like I was like, it was a 3-year relationship, so that like hurt me because I mean I had never been like broken up with like that, and I had never really felt that. So I was like, dang, I was down bad, and like 10 days. I think it was 14 days at the time quarantine. That like 14 days like forced to be by yourself and not around anybody. That like that it was kind of, it's almost like withdrawals. Like you have withdrawals at first, and it's like, yeah, all the time by yourself. Like you start thinking about everything.
Yeah.
You can think about your life. Like you're going back and forth, and like all this chatter in your brain. Like I don't know how everybody else is, but that's how, if I'm around.
That's your experience.
Yeah, you know what I mean. Like right for a little bit, it's like you're fighting it, and then it gets to like maybe like day 5 or 6. And that's like, okay, once you go through that, it's like, okay, you start to become like, you start to see things a little differently. And it was like, man, I had like a spiritual experience during that, because it was like I was so down bad just with everything. It was like football wasn't going the way I wanted to. I wasn't where I wanted to be in life. Just lost the girl I thought I was going to be with. You know what I mean? It was just like, damn, okay, it's just me here.
Yeah.
What are we going to do? And
I have a question.
What's up?
To cut you off, because we talked about it a little bit in San Antonio. Now, you were with somebody for 3 years. At what age was that? Was that in college?
That was, college. That was going into 5th year. So
what I'm saying is it's not no bullshit type of love in a way. You actually know you love somebody.
No,
right?
No, for sure.
So, you being single now, whatever, right? Ladies, get at them. You know what I'm saying? Type. But
relax.
Big head out.
So what I'm trying to get to now, because I'm dealing with this myself. Have you loved anybody or felt feelings for anybody else similar to that lady, that woman that you had?
Yes and no. I think there's like, I've had exciting like connections and stuff, but it's also I'll never think that I'll ever have like that type of, but it's like, I think it's describing like what is love and like what is like real love and real connection to you. Because like I definitely had a connection with this girl, and like we were close and everything, but it was like an attachment love. And that's where like that's meditating and stuff. Like I think because when you're attached to somebody or to anything, and like then it gets taken away from you, that's when like the depression hits, and like you're down bad from that. And it's like I think I like during that time I was like, man, like I think it's just I started reading a little bit, and I got the idea into my head like of non-attachment. And I think it was like a Jay Shetty book I read, but it was just talking about like non-attachment, and like a lot of monks practice that, and it's like a very spiritual experience where it's like you still love things and you still appreciate everything in life, but it's like you're not attached to anything. Like, man, anything that I have, like my car could go, any possession, my phone could go, but it's like, man, this what I have, my skin, my body, like, man, this is what I got. This is what I came into the earth with. You know what I'm saying?
What you gonna leave with?
Yeah. So, I think just being non-attached to like everything in life, that's where I think like, yeah, I'll have love, but I just see it differently now, where it's not like I don't think I'll be attached to somebody, but again, because of as a good result of my meditation and everything, and like all the breath work and like mindfulness stuff I do, like that makes sense.
Yeah, for sure.
What does that do for your game? Like, 'cause I see like we're messing around, but like you really do, like before the game you sit there, I don't know, 5-10 minutes or whatever, and you're meditating.
Yeah, no, that's everything for sure.
That gets you in, like, does that do the zone, get you in that zone or whatever it is?
It gets, I think for me it gets me in that flow, because I've realized over the years, like a lot of the times, and especially like when I went to BC, I don't know if it's like pressure of life, just letting like I started getting a little anxiety of like, I think not making it to the NFL right away, you lose a little bit of confidence. You know what I mean? Like you're still who you are, but like I lost a little bit of confidence. I got signed, went in there, but it's like then I had a little bit of anxiety. Okay, man, like I gotta make a play. I gotta do this. And then like you get on the field and practice in front of the coaches, and it's like your natural self just like you can't be that anymore, because like your heart's beating so fast, it's sending endorphins it's sending like just things everywhere in your body where you're like, you can't even move the same anymore. Like, that's literally a physical reaction in your body. So I think I realized that like, okay, because I want to do this so bad, and because I love it so much, like I get excited too easily sometimes, or I'll start overthinking something. Yeah. So it helps me get in that flow to where if I meditate, I get my breath right, then none of the overthinking happens, and then I'm just playing football, than the backyard ball. You know what I mean? Like when you just out with the guys, like you're not overthinking what you're doing.
Yeah.
So I think that's what's really like, and that's been, I started doing it, and yeah, COVID. But it's like I think I've been on and off. Like I never missed like more than like 2-3 days in a row. Like,
and how long?
Missing that.
Since COVID?
Since COVID, yeah.
So
I do
what,
that every morning, 10 minutes a morning.
So I want to know what it is that you do.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
like,
can you
just
take,
for the
take, take
people.
us through? Like,
Yeah, can you take us through like what it is
breath,
that you do?
So I do guided meditations, but like
So
I
like
want to
YouTube?
graduate from that. Yeah, YouTube,
Okay,
bro.
yeah.
I just like, I got his page I follow. I think it's called Great Meditation, and every morning it just does a different 10-minute meditation, and it's like, just got different messages within it. At first, it's just you're getting and there's so many different types of meditations. There's like body scans. There's like, man, when you're eating and like you just slow down and just like really taste your food and like eat that. I mean, that's a form of meditation. But yeah,
That's
there's
what
all.
I do. I'm a slow eater.
Man, it's like, yeah, bro, because really meditation, bro, is about becoming like, like coming back to the present. And like, that's when you're awareness and out of your head. That's like, I'm trying to be awareness and I'm trying to just be present moment. When you, appreciating some food and you really tasting every bit of the ingredient. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're in the moment. You're not.
I'm gonna try that with the pizza that's coming.
Yeah, bro. It's I get away from it sometimes, bro, but it's a daily, like, everything I'm doing is I'm trying to just be present and get back to the awareness moment. Like,
that's big. That's big, bro. So we went to the meditation, but I do want to talk about like that experience in the CFL, like with the BC Lions. So you're at William & Mary. Then we talked about the draft, the combine, and everything like that. No, the pro day. But then after that, how did you get? How did your agent? Was it through your agent, or how did you get that BC thing? Because I think a lot of guys, like for me, like I've done a CFL workout. It was crazy. Like not hard to get a look. All these guys would just do one-on-ones the whole time. You know what I mean? So a lot of guys that have been through that, like how did you end up getting the actual spot? Like, okay, they want you to come down to BC.
Man, so yeah, like I said, I ran a 4.8 on my pro day. So he was like, all right, after I didn't get NFL and the USFL wasn't calling me right away, like I was like, all right, I mean, I can get on a CFL team, you know what I mean? Like, you know how it is, like bro, growing up, it's like we've always been all NFL. It's like we think even that's sweet. You're like, nah. But like, man, my agent was like, bro, I'm calling people like they rock with your film, but like you run a 4.85, it's kind of like I need you to be able to go to a workout and like not run that. You know what I mean? Like, so it was like I had that on my name, so it was tough to get a workout. So I was like, man, okay. Like I said, like I'm like, all right, well, what can I do? Like, what plan can I put together? And I'm like, all right, they got the U.S. workouts that you can just go pay $50 and go do a workout. Man, dude from off the street could just pull up. Like, man, you see, I saw some crazy. I went to 3 workouts and I saw some crazy, just all different walks of life pull up, trying to play pro football. But it was like, I was in mentality, bro. I'm like, man, I drove to Atlanta. No, I drove to Pennsylvania one weekend and did a Winnipeg workout, and I balled at that one. And they really liked me, but they were putting me on a list and they're gonna let me know here soon. But then like 2 weekends later, I drove up to Atlanta. So 7-hour drive, drove to Atlanta and did a U.S. workout there, and I was snapping out there. Like, bro, I went out there and like going into these workouts, man, I was sending emails to the coaches and everything, like just letting them know, sending my film, and I was like, man, like I was kind of getting mad that like I was like, just going into it, we thought our agent was gonna do everything for us, you know what I mean? Just like, and there's they do that, but it's like, man, nobody in life is gonna like promote you like you will, you know what I mean?
Nobody.
Like, and if you take the time, so I'm like, all right, I'm at least do my part, and like I'm gonna send emails to everybody. Like he was doing it, but I'm gonna do it too. So the BC GM emailed me back and like loved my film. He's like, man, I'm excited to have you out there. Like, we're gonna wade the camp fee, like come out and ball, like show me what you're doing. I'm like, okay, it's a little different. I didn't
know you,
Yeah, so I showed up, man, and like it was one of them days. I was on it. Like, bro, I went like 5 for 5 on one-on-ones, breaking people off. Like halfway through, after like my 5th one, he came over to me. He's like, take your cleats off. Like, we're signing you. Sit down. Mid-workout.
Wow, that's how it happened?
It was dope.
That's probably a great experience, too, just from everything you've been through. It's like, okay, decline, closed door. Hey, you good.
Bro, I got back to the car, and I started, like, bawling.
Wow.
It was crazy.
How long was it till they called you to, like, make it official?
I mean,
how does that work?
Shoot, I think they sent the contract like the next day. Like, he told me, he's like, I'm going to get in contact with your agent. Yeah, it's like, it's crazy. They do that. I'm like, it's crazy. Yeah, and like,
wait, and this wasn't even where'd you drive? Where's this workout at?
In Atlanta.
Atlanta. So you drove?
Drove 7 hours for.
Wow,
yeah.
this is crazy.
Yeah,
That's like
bro.
a movie. Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
crazy, and that's why, like, I mean, but like, I'm always like, I like the aesthetic of like Instagram and just like making like certain captions like mean something to me.
Yeah.
Like, I remember I posted like getting signed, and I was like, the caption was like, it hits different when you had to go and get it, and like that was part of it. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, did that. It was crazy.
Yeah.
It was,
So then when you got to BC, what was that experience
and then
like?
so got there. That was
because the CFL, I know LJ talking about this every time. Like, he hasn't heard a good experience
Yeah, I haven't.
from the CFL. Like, I know they
Yeah.
have the American rules. I know they have this. I know they have that.
American
But like, we haven't heard anybody come on here and say,
I ain't
like,
heard nobody come on, go over there and make 750,000, 200,000. I don't think it's gonna stay. Yeah, it's not gonna stay.
"We gotta get them to fix it."
So, you know, what was that like?
Yeah, I mean, and it's tough too, cause like, yeah, we only hear the bad ones, cause we hear the people that come back. You know what I mean?
Yes.
It's like, so the couple good stories that it does happen. They're still out there balling. You know what I mean? People do fall in love with Canada and like just that the environment.
I can see that too. It's a
bro, like,
different country.
It's a different, bro. They love like. Yeah, like but that's like the first thing they say to you when you get up there. Like, man, you might fall in love with this. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, you might just want to stay out here.
Start
But
a
it's like,
family.
if you can make it.
Yeah,
But
for
it's like, yeah, bro. I got out there and it was. I think I went into there confident. I went into there prepared, like route wise and everything. But I could never have been prepared for what like a high motion is, and like what
the high
condition
motion.
you needed for that. Yeah, bro. I think I go back to it. It's like, bro, I was one-on-ones
So
early
did you
on.
not do high motion at that camp?
Yeah, but it was like it was a camp.
It was just
and
like
that
camp. You didn't
couple
have to
reps.
really. Yeah.
That wasn't like the
run this.
I'm
route.
talking about like the condition
Yeah.
of being able to like
Okay.
fully go hard and like shoot by the
Yeah.
by the end of practice still being able to do that, like, and then wake
Yeah.
up and do it the next day.
Yeah.
My legs had never done that before, and it was like, yeah, bro, I had little knee problem out there, but it was like I didn't come in ready and in shape like
Yeah.
I should have. I thought I was, but there's a different type of pro in shape. You know what I mean? I had been out of the game it was going on a year and a half then, so
Yeah.
it's like it had been a little while. I thought I was in shape, but it's like, man, it's hard to be in that shape by yourself. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's tough. So I think like I got there and that was happening. It happened so fast, bro. It's just like
Yeah.
you're in the building from 6 a.m. eating breakfast and like practicing, come back, take a shower, like doing meetings for the rest of the day. Yeah, getting back in
Wow.
the building. Like, there's no way you can't even get 8 hours. Like a lot of the
Ain't
times.
no
like,
way. They don't set it
nuts.
up for you to get.
Yeah,
8
bro. I'm
Crazy.
like,
I
but they're gonna
need
tell you
8.
go get your 8 hours of sleep.
Yeah, bro.
I'm like, bro,
I need 8.
it's
I need
9:30.
8.
What you mean? That's 5 o'clock.
Yeah.
How was that playbook?
Man, it was nuts. It was crazy at first. Well, like first figuring out like the different high motions and everything. I think if I
There's
went back
different
into it now.
motions?
Well, no, just like, okay, who's in high motion? Like,
Okay.
you know what I mean? Like,
Formation.
we just used to know, like, okay, who's on the ball, who's off. Like, just there's so many different like motions with it, and then there's an extra guy. So it was like that was getting me messed up a lot of the times. Like, there's 5 receivers instead of 4. Like a lot of times, like,
Oh wow. Okay.
yeah, but it's just there's a 13th or 12th man instead of 11.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so but the playbook was it was that thick, bro, and it's crazy. So I got in from the airport. It was like we had like a delay, and we didn't really we didn't get to camp to get signed in till like 1 a.m. 1 a.m. finally in Canada. We had camp the next day, first day of camp. And like, so sign in, I get to my room, and I got the playbook that fat, and it's like I got practice the next morning at 8. So I'm like, huh. Like, I started to look over for a second. I'm dead tired already, so I'm looking over, and like literally the next morning, like we out there for like doing just walking through plays and
Wow.
everything. It's like you were expected to know it like that.
Yeah.
And I'm over here thinking, I'm like, man, they're gonna know that. Like, yeah, we got in at 1 a.m.
Yeah, ain't no way they're gonna expect us to know
Nah,
this.
bro,
No.
it's a business, bro. Like,
Yeah.
I think that was like just eye opening to me, like where I was like realizing like, man, this shit is not sweet.
It's not sweet.
At all. Like, it's a business, and like, yeah, there's no
Yeah.
feelings in it too. Like, I'm cool with the GM. Like, when he cut me, it was just like, yeah, man,
Yeah.
you know, I believe in you, and I love your game, and he actually put me on with here. But I just had to realize, like, yeah, get your feelings out of it, because yeah, no, it's a business with it. I think.
So when when they cut you, he was the one that told you.
Yeah, he was the one that told me. It was,
Okay.
Yeah, so it was kind of tough, because that was my guy, and I'm
Yeah.
like, and yeah, but like, he kind of just sat me down afterwards. He was like, man, I know it's hard to hear just like numbers thing a lot sometimes. Because like, yeah, like I believe in you. I didn't have the best camp, and like when I look back at it, I was doing a little bit. I had some good film from it, but like I didn't snap, and I wasn't being who I know I could be.
Yeah.
That's where like, and I
Were
think
you kind of in your head a little bit?
Yeah, no, that's 100%. That's why I'm so huge on meditating now, and like I think just it comes with confidence, comes with time and the work, and it's like I was right there, and it was like I just missed the moment with it. Like I think that my body wasn't able to hold up the whole time with it, and it's just it happened so fast. Like you can just one play. Like I think back on it, man. Like one corner route. If I would just went ahead top, made one of those plays, I'm there.
Wow. Okay.
Because it's like they saw the routes, they saw that, bro. I was dropping passes though. It was like I wasn't making the plays because I'm like thinking about it. You know what I mean? But like that's how quickly like an opportunity can change from like, oh, this was what made it, and like, nah, I'm not getting it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and I think that's a crazy thing too. Like, I think for all of us, if you don't have the biggest thing about football is you don't have the confidence.
That's key.
That's
everything,
key.
bro.
If you're thinking,
that's the key.
You can't think in this game.
Think.
You will get hurt. You will get cut. You will lose your job. Your family. You know what I'm saying? Your family will not get fed if you're thinking and playing this game. There has to be I'm just gonna do this. Like
reaction.
I have to go out there. And that's what I'm saying. That's why you're having such a great year. Last year, that's what you were doing. You were thinking.
What? I was thinking
way too much.
I was robotic. You know what I'm saying? Now I have fun now.
And now you're hurdling. Now you're hitting the Y button that I didn't even know you had.
Yeah, shit, I didn't know I had that moment. But look, you're right about that. And that's why I know you train kids. And that's why when I train my kids, the type of trainer I am, bro, I instill confidence in them from the get-go. So if I know their parents are like, well, he isn't that confident, he doesn't know this. Listen, bro, look, my goal is to help you be the best player you're going to be. I'm going to be hard on you because I want to see you succeed, okay? My goal is to teach you good habits. I believe habits is a way of life, who you are. You know what I'm saying, like that? So I instill the habits in them. I instill the confidence in them because I feel like, and I told this on the first podcast we did, the reason why like I love Coach Dre and I'm happy we have a player's coach, because when you got the type of coach and he has confidence in you, when he's like, LJ, get us in the middle of the field, LJ, score. I'm like, fuck, okay, let's go do it.
He believes in you to do that.
To do that, you know what I'm saying? If everybody believes in me to go get us in good position, for me to go and try to score at least, and you know that's why we're flourishing this year. You know what I'm saying?
100%. I've had the same experience with that.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, bro.
And I've heard him say those things to you.
Yeah.
From the offense side of the ball. Cole, be that guy. I know you're that guy. Come on, man.
Yeah.
And now you go get in.
Go ahead.
Winning touchdown.
Yeah.
Winning touchdown.
Literally, from the freaking half of the field, TJ threw a dart to you. Boom.
Crazy.
He know it's in there. He know it's 6. Literally, he knew it was 6. I didn't even see him. I seen him go get the ball. I seen him break away, go get the ball. I'm like, okay, he caught it. He stood up like that. I'm like, okay, bad, we won.
And I want to say something. I never know.
It's crazy, bro.
I really never thought we were gonna have this moment, right? Never thought we were gonna have this moment.
You about to tell a story about you in your head?
No, I'm not gonna tell a story about it in my head. I'm gonna a little bit, but I'm gonna tell the story of that play, right? So that play.
Where were you?
Exactly. That's what I'm about to tell you.
He was there.
Because I see you on the far left side of
me and him are on the field at the same time. I'm like, okay, I'm getting the ball. But before that, okay, I ran a 7. TJ kind of threw it out of bounds by whatever. He threw it out of bounds, whatever it is. We come back. How much time was on the clock?
3.
I had,
3 seconds.
I had a 13, and then he,
3 seconds was on the clock. Boom. TJ drops back. No, we're huddling and we're talking about the play. And I'm like, I looked at TJ and coach. I'm like, 7's not going to work. 7's not going to work. And Cole is sitting there like he's not really saying much. Then I'm like, I told TJ, I said, 7's not going to work. He was like, you just a decoy. He looked at me, he said, you just a decoy.
How many people went with you?
Huh?
How many people
I saw you do on film. You were running the route. You said,
bro,
you trying to get bro's
I'm like the decoy. I'm like, no, bro, throw me the ball. I want the rock. What you mean, decoy? I want the rock. You know what I mean? But I'm like, I got Cole on the backside. I ran a 7, but I'm like, I didn't even really run a 7. I'm like trying to get open. I'm sitting in the back of the end zone. I'm like, just throw it up. Throw it high. I'm going to head top one of these dudes. And I'm looking. I'm like, oh, my God. He throws the ball. Then I see Cole. I'm like, oh, my God. He just caught that. And I think that's one of the things when I realized I don't have to do it all. Like, I think a lot of times when I get in the game, like, I don't really have, it's like me. And being a receiver, you want to make all the plays. You want to do this. And that's why I love this team so much, because it's like, no, I don't have to do it all.
Bro,
I can do a
so many
lot.
ballers
I can do a lot.
everywhere.
I can do my job. You know what I mean? But, you know what I'm saying? I got somebody that's just as good as me that can go in there and do something else. Me and him are not the same. We're different receivers. But it's like he does his job. We can both step up at different times. Mm-hmm. If we need a kickoff return, you can step. You know what I mean? So many balls on this team. And this year, you know what I mean? Out of all my football years, this has taught me a lot this year. I've learned a lot this year. It's probably one of the hardest years. I think we talked about that already. But, man, I've learned so much this year, bro. I learned so much.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. So what's one thing that you've learned through your times of playing ball and things like that, that if you could have done one thing differently, what would it have been in your career so far?
Man, I don't know. It's hard because, like, I think all the things you don't learn without going through it. So it's like, I think being on this side of it now, like, I'm like, man, each year I pick up more and more habits that I add to my routine. You know what I mean? And just like, okay, like that's really what I've been trying to make my days. It's like I have a routine of like just great habits. You know what I mean? And I think I was trying to figure that out in college, and I started hearing about it. And so I wish that like I would have been all in and about ball, and I was all about it, but I just didn't realize what it took to be great at it. And I wish I would have just been able to, all the habits that I'm doing now day to day and I'm seeing results from, man, if I would have started that early on, it would have been a wrap. Yo.
Yeah.
But goods, baby.
Yeah, man, that for sure that but at the same time, man, I'm grateful for like my journey with it, because like I moved the way I move, and I have the mindset I have now because I had to do the inner work on myself because I didn't do it the right way early.
Yeah.
Glad to hear that, dog.
Well, so when you got cut from BC, now we're taking it back to the Fighters. Mm-hmm. And you went from BC straight to the Fighters.
Yeah. I mean, I went home for like 2 weeks.
2 weeks?
Yeah, came here right away.
Okay. And I know, like, we know kind of how it was, but I guess it's the high emotion and everything. What was it like last year? What was your experience last year, like, in football? Because now you said, okay, I'm going through all this. I finally got my opportunity. Mm-hmm. I'm at the CFL. Then you get cut. It's like they bring you up, you bring you back down. And you're in the IFL. Did you know about arena football? Did you know about IFL, or how was that?
Man, I didn't know about IFL. I knew about arena football, but like, I think honestly, growing up, I was like, man, if I ever got down to that, I'm not doing that.
I'm not doing that. I
said
swear.
the same thing.
Hey, look at me now.
I'm like, I'm never going to be, what, arena? They got a wall in there?
I'm just going to retire, bro.
Yeah.
I'm never,
if it come to that, I'm hanging it up. But it's like, it's easy to say that from the outside too, though. But it's like, okay, once I got cut, man, the GM from BC sent me here. He was like, I'm going to put you on here. He's like, I believe in you and I know what you can do. Go do that, show the film, and like, you'll be good. And it was like, so like, I was like, okay, IFL, he's like, look at the numbers. Like, look how many people get signed in the CFL every year out of there. And like, people are getting picked up everywhere. So it was like, that's all I had to see. I'm like, okay, it's a real route. It's a real op. Let's do it. I'm going to give it a shot. I don't got anything else right now.
Yeah. How long do you think you'll stay in this league if the opportunity, how long would you chase the opportunity to get back outside? How old are you right now?
26.
Oh, damn, you young too.
26. Shit. I mean, it just depends if like the landscape of IFL, if everything like
if everything
changed
gets bigger, you can make more money.
You can make more money. You can actually make a living doing it.
Yeah.
I think if I've already told my, like, if I had to, I mean, not if I had to. It's a blessing to be here. Like, it's a blessing to be able to do this and play pro ball. You know what I mean? But like, if my opportunity for the CFL or UFL doesn't come this year, I would do another year of this, just because of knowing what I've done this year and starting to figure it out, and knowing that I've been half healthy the whole year. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, man, like, I know
you put up 14 touchdowns.
Yeah, and it's like, so I'm like, man, I couldn't go out on that, and like, because I'd always be like, man, what if like I could have had a fully healthy season? Like, I'm gonna make sure, regardless of what happens, wherever I'm at next year, CFL, UFL, or back here, like, this offseason, I'm gonna take care of my hammy. I'm gonna get my body right to be able to. I've learned everything about the game. I've honed in so many parts of my craft, but it's like, man, now be healthy for a full year to be able to show people what you can do.
Is it weird playing on like an all-black team, pretty much?
Shoot. Nah.
And I want to. That's one of the things I wanted to bring up too. Like,
let's talk race.
For all the people out there, this is as we would say, he's invited to the cookout, but he is the blackest white guy. Whitest black guy, blackest white guy that I've met, that I know. He told me he grew up eating collard greens, yams, and all type of things like that. hash brown, no, cornbread, all that. Like, so he
Hash
knows
brown.
about all that. Not hash brown, cornbread.
Yeah. Okay.
My high school coach used to take me to a place called Mama J's like every week.
That's
Like,
like some good soul food right
Soul
there.
food.
Anything with
J's.
mama in her front, you
In
know
the
they
city.
throwing
She got
down.
she got the elbow fat.
Elix
you know
know
what I'm saying?
Yeah,
if it
that
say
is just
mama
hanging
or papa, you know they throwing down.
I'm telling you.
Yeah, but so how does that feel though? Because I feel like I don't even think it's a field. Like you grew up around black
Yeah,
people.
I was about to say this isn't like the first time I've been in a situation like this. It's honestly, I think makes me feel more comfortable because like I grew up playing in the 7-5. It's crazy, but playing 7-on-7 in the 7-5, I was on a team called the Virginia Thoroughbreds, and at the time, like this is when 7-on-7 was starting to get hot, and it was like they were the top in the country, like they were top 3 for the past like 3 years, and it was like I was on the team, and I was the only white boy. I went to the tryouts, was snapping in tryouts, and they signed me. I'm the only white boy, and like everybody on the team has offers, almost other than me and one other kid that just got joined the team, and it was like it really just brought like that confidence out of me. I think it's really like confidence is contagious. Like certain people, and like it's like some white people had the confidence where that is contagious. Like you're around them, like okay, but I just had a team of just dogs, and I think when I was on the team with dogs, that made me more confident, turned me into a dog, and it was like I played better. So it was like I relaxed and I just played better. So I got here and was like, man, okay.
This is what I do.
I remember I came to it was weight room was my first day I did anything, and I'm like, I'm looking around, I'm like, huh. I'm like, I think Foot showed up to practice. I'm like, what's up, man?
Hey, brother. Hey, we're here.
He's like,
Good to see another one of you.
I play kicker.
I play kicker.
That's how you sound too.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I'm like, but it's cool, bro. I love it. I embrace like being here and like being the white boy. You know what I mean? Like it's fun. Y'all call me white chocolate and everything. I don't shy away from it. Like
what is I wanted to ask like NFL wise, who do you watch? Like who are you? Do you model your game after anybody? That was racist.
Not really, because he cold.
I'm not gonna lie, I did love Adam Thielen.
I love
watched
Adam
him
Thielen too.
I watched him for sure.
Yeah, I appreciate like I see a receiver as like an artwork and like
artwork.
Bro, who was your favorite receiver, bro?
I don't have
that's
one.
a good.
Nah,
that's a good. No,
it's
come
an
on.
artwork, bro. It's just like
That's
me
a
and
good
Phaz got
answer.
2 different games, bro. Like
That's a
Phaz
good
was
answer.
the
You don't have a
greatest.
receiver you grew up watching? Are you a fan of NFL?
I would say I was like, bro. You said Adam Thielen. It's funny because like I mean, but what was that? He was snapping when we were in like high school. Then,
Yeah.
huh? Is that what it was?
3-4 years
like
ago.
Early college. Yeah, it was.
Early college. Yeah.
I think like when it comes to mine, it was. But I think that's because like whenever I was snapping at camp, they'd be like, "Oh, what up, Adam? What up, Thielen?" Now it's Cooper. And now it's Cup or
Cooper
something.
Kupp,
Yeah.
yeah.
Whenever I would be anywhere.
Yeah.
It's crazy because now
He
I
probably a
like
little more
Cooper Kupp's
athletic
game.
than him.
Cooper Kupp?
Yeah, I think he was
Oh,
more
he
athletic.
athletic, man.
He is,
Cooper
but
Kupp is athletic.
He is, but you got a different type of game, even so, than him.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Where it's like, yeah, there's so many good receivers. Like I love watching
But you
so
know
many
what?
people.
Watching your highlight tape when we watched it at Jackie's house,
Mhm.
you was routing motherfuckers up.
What highlight tape? The
Woo, you
finals?
went there to
College
cook
one.
out. Bro,
College.
Man,
this
hey,
man
I
was
just-
a double move master. I'm like, oh, his highlight tape was, out of all his routes he ran, I don't know what it was. He probably like 90% of them was double moves.
Wow.
Yeah.
Literally.
Come back and goes.
Oh, come here. Oh my
he
God.
ran this route that we had. It's like a deep over and out. More like a shake route or something like that.
Yeah,
literally.
that's
And I was
nasty,
like, oh, you breaking them off.
They call it
Jesus.
sail.
Wow.
Call it sail.
That's nasty. Were you always like? Was it like receiver? Did you ever play anything else? Was it always receiver?
Yeah, well, I was tight end. Tight end.
Get your.
Huh? I was tight
you
end
big?
up until like
See, that lets me know there was no competition.
up until middle school. Up until middle school. I'm saying like I grew up. I was tight end. I was a chubby kid.
Wow.
I always had hands, but I was always a little chubby.
Yeah.
And I was tall for my age. I was like 6 foot early on. So I was playing tight end. I was like the 2-point specialist.
Wow.
And then I think I started like, I think I wanted girls to find me cute. You know what I mean? So I started getting a little skinnier. Started getting in the gym. Got a little faster. Yeah, I think. I just got a little faster. And I was like, man, I want to play receiver. So I started moving over to that side, and it was always a struggle going from tight end to that because it was like, I didn't have the speed. And I think each year, bro, I've been getting more and more twitchy and athletic and just playing the game. But I've always been a pass catcher. I was about to say ball catcher, but I knew he would say something.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna do it.
You know he's weird.
I'm not gonna do it.
It's
Weirdo.
weird, right?
Yeah.
But what is I want to talk about a couple more things, but like I know your family has. I think they came to a game or they had traveled down to one game, and I like to ask everybody about that, just like about them. Like, what does that mean to you to have the family, like what's your relationship with your family coming down to see you play, or even friends, family, you know what I mean, all that.
Yeah, man, that was the dopest experience during the Jacksonville game.
Yeah.
That was so cool because my sister, my brother-in-law, my mom, and my niece and nephew that came.
Mm-hmm.
And
It's like when had they seen you play?
Yeah, well they hadn't seen me play since college, bro.
Yeah,
It's crazy.
bro.
That's 2022. And it's so crazy to think about that. They haven't seen me like ball. They've seen me on TV like early in the year, started to do some things, but like they hadn't seen me ball. And it's like they come in person, like just being able to see me having fun playing the game again. I think they definitely loved that. But it was so cool to like I had them in the front row, like close on. I was like stay right there. Like if I score, I'm coming over to you.
Yeah.
Then I had that deep ball that tripped through me.
Yeah.
And it was I caught it like really right in front of them, and then ran into the end zone. I ran back. On the video, it's cool because they got a perfect video of it. Like ran back and just like found him, gave my little nephew the ball. He was so happy. It was such a cool experience. Like after the games, like man, like this dude thinks I'm like a superhero. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like so it was so cool to like see them at the game, and it was
Did
more
you, like, bring
motivating
them
to
out,
like keep
too?
going. Huh?
You brought him out too, didn't you?
Yeah, brought him out to the pregame. Yeah,
it was funny. Solo tried to pick him up, put him on his.
He did not. He
I'm
was
like,
not
oh my
rocking
God.
with it. He was like, he was looking at me like,
who is this?
ball
Monster!
I
Ah!
was like, yeah. Just let me,
Yeah,
let me
take
take
him
him
down.
solo.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, that was cool.
And we talk about this too. I know Elle talk about it. Is like our family, our parents, and you know, what I mean, they see us as like, wait, like even you talk about draft, they see us as bigger than we are. Like they think we're going first round. They think it's this. So to have them come to a game and they see you ball out, they're like, and just to see you have fun, bro. That's amazing, bro. Like when my family comes and everything, that was a beautiful moment. I seen them, like that made me tear up a little bit because I'm like, that's what it's all about. At the end of the day, like if we didn't get to the NFL, you know what I'm saying, we still can, we still will, but it's like if we didn't, that's what the game's gonna be about.
No,
that's the
100%,
times we're gonna remember.
Yeah, because like, bro, it's like, man, life is a journey. You know what I'm saying? Like, and the end goal is only gonna be even if you make it there, that's only a little sliver of what the journey is. You know what I'm saying? So like, all this is part of that. So it's like, man, we gotta appreciate it.
Yeah.
Like, but like, yeah, they saw me, like, for them to be able to just see me having fun, smiling, like just playing the game I love, and then like signing autographs for kids afterwards and seeing like who just like the relationships I have here and just like who we are to these dudes, like who we are to people around here. It's like, okay, because like my family didn't know about IFL before last year or anything, so it's like, oh, they get to come and experience. It's different than seeing it on TV. You know what I mean? Like, okay, this kind of live. Like, and this is, I don't know, man.
And to see what you're doing this year too, I know they're probably so proud of you.
Oh yeah, no, 100%. It's so cool. I got my sister coming in next week actually.
Okay.
Yeah.
For the Iowa game?
Yeah, I'm not playing that one, but
it's all right.
Don't tell
it'll
them
be a good
that.
time.
It's not gonna be good. We won't drop it in time.
Yeah, Eli going up top.
Eli going up top. Eli Mack for the goal. The last thing I wanted to ask you, bro, unless LJ has something, but I want to talk about, because we talk about this a lot. I know me and you have a lot of like deep conversations just about like spirituality, family, and stuff like that. But I want to know like your relationship with like God. Like how is that, and how has that helped you get through like all these mental struggles that you go through this year, that you've been through in the past? I know you have meditation on that, but where does God fall in line with that with you?
So that's gone up and down with just like, and with just like my relationship with God and like who that is to me, and like what God is to me, and like how, and I think everybody can have like their own
100%
perception of it, and I think it's what works to you and makes you feel connected. Like I think I grew up going to church and just like going through the motions of it, and it was like, okay, I was doing all the things where I was being a Christian, I was going to church, I was praying like before I ate, but I wasn't feeling it internally. I was just doing it. Yeah, I was just doing it because, okay, this is what I'm supposed to do. And I think, so I've always had that connection, but like throughout life and just through the journey, bro, it's like more and more things happen and more things connect, where it's like, okay, like, man, this can't be an accident. Like, this is, I don't really believe in coincidences with it. So like being on the back end of like certain situations, you see how your road has been paved for you and been aligned. So I definitely have a relationship daily where I do my daily devotional, but I when I like pray, it's not too, I'm not picturing like a man like that I'm like talking to or anything. I'm like I'm just, and whatever it can be, it's like I know the energy of like when I'm connected to God. I'm like I'm feeling that. So when I'm talking, and like I think that's what bliss is, enlightenment. So that's like where spirituality and God meet for me, because it's like,
I like that.
yeah, when you go to spirituality, it's like they say like God is like so spiritual, like it's everything energy, and like when you break a cell down, when you break a cell down, it's literally just a bunch of balls moving in energy. Like, so God at like the smallest level is broken down is energy. We're all energy, you know what I mean? It's like, so they say like you have God in you, like, and you just connect to it like source. So that's where it's like I've been balancing where, okay, I have this religious side of me, and I believe in God, and I believe that there's a creator. Like, man, you can't go outside and like just see certain views and not believe that there's like something that made this. I mean, like, to each their own. But like, man, when I see certain things, bro, I see.
We seen the eclipse this year,
bro. I'm telling you, you see the eclipse, like you see a bird, like that's just like so colorful and like just. Bro, I'm telling you, I'll stop and look at a bird and be like, oh my, bro, that's crazy. Like, that thing was made, like, that thing is like, it's an artwork. Painted by something. So it's like, yeah, man, I think I've been just trying to stay connected to source energy, and I've realized that like through spirituality and law of attraction, they all go in one. Cause like law of attraction is like, man, just the longer you can stay connected to that source energy and like, and feel that feeling of being enlightened and having good vibration, like shoot, that's when life just comes into place.
I'm talking
and shoot,
now.
man,
We can do a whole another podcast.
When people connected to God, they say, like everything falls into place, bro. It's all the same thing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So.
And what do you feel like
it's it's synonymous.
Autonomous.
Autonomous. I think that's
autonomous. Synonymous. One of them.
Synonymous. One and the same.
I'm about to eat some pizza.
We're not eating none yet. What's the end goal? I know you're training kids. You know what I'm saying? Is that something that you enjoy? Is that like the end goal? Is that, you know what I'm saying? What do you see like
5 years
with football and everything like that? What do you see?
Man, so I have it written on my whiteboard, and so I have it's hard to have end goals. I try not to do that because
you're one of the biggest planners. Agenda, you got your nice handwriting, got your schedule and everything and all that. Okay.
Yeah.
Nice pen. Ooh.
Love a good plan. But when I was making a plan for this year, it's like I've done goals. A lot of times I'll do yearly goals, and it's like I don't like the feeling that you could have a good year. Certain things don't go a certain way, and it's like, okay, you don't hit a goal. It's like your life could have been rerouted a little bit. But like when you think about it that way, okay, I didn't have a good year. But it's like, man, when I just like, okay, I put a mission of like how to live, and like I think so. Like I have a North Star, personal North Star on my board, and it says, I'm gonna try to quote it real quick. It was like to create a life of freedom while blessed. Okay, I don't know word for word, but create a life of freedom to be able to move how I want to move while blessing as many as I can in my path, and like however I can create that, because I want to be free to move and do what I want to do and experience life.
Yeah.
But bless everybody, like bless people I come in contact with on my path, and like,
wow,
I think that's where, football is the end goal. With like, that's what I want to do right now. But man, that's why I'm so okay with like being where I'm at right now, man. I'm going all in with it, and I know that I trust myself. Yeah, bro, and I think it's just trusting myself. I know that. Okay, this doesn't get right. All this leaves today. That's what I'm saying. Non-attachment. Yeah. All right, bet. I'm ground zero. I'm gonna spark it back up. We're gonna do something. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, so no, I don't. I train some kids, but that's always been for football. I think I have goals where, okay, I want to, with the money from ball, like I would love to get into like real estate and certain ventures, but it's like I can't half step into like anything I do in my life. So it's like, I'm giving this all I got while the moment's here. Yeah. I'm not gonna let it pass me by and then see what happens. You know what I mean? Just leave it to God, and then shoot, we go from there.
And I know you said you might be moving out to Dallas, man. Give them your training page. Give them all that. Talk to the people, man. So
Stock Risers. So we're gonna get it started out here soon. I'm gonna steal all of LJ's clients.
All of them.
I got something I'll get to you.
Come on, just get me started. But stock.risers on Instagram.
Why that name? Once you give me a regular page too.
Wait, why that name? Stock Risers.
Because we're rising your stock. You come work with us, your stock gonna rise.
Now you know why.
You know what I'm saying?
What you looking at that camera for?
That's his camera.
No, but why they can't see you?
And it's crazy because like that's how in that mode I am right now. Like the envision with that, bro, is to like be able to like stock risers. I see that. You could say that as like a sports academy, like, okay, I'm going to train stock risers. Like, I'm like, because I'm always like, what could it be? Like, what if it could be better than what you think it could? Yeah. And so I'm gonna like continue to do that in the off seasons, and like I have a vision for that. But it's like when I got here, bro, it's like I was like, F everything else. Like, let's ride for 3 months, see what happens. Yeah. So but
And what's your regular page?
Regular page is Cole Blackman at ColeBlackman.
No, he be doing the dumps. He be posting a lot of
You know what I'm
dumps.
saying? I got a couple dumps ready soon.
What?
You taking dumps.
We just take
Dumps
a couple
with the
dumps every now and
photos.
then.
You bunch
Know what I'm
of
saying? You
random
post 'em.
photos.
Yeah, I'm the dump guy.
But I appreciate you, brother. Man,
Yes,
stay
sir,
on-
man. Hold
stay
on.
Phaz. Oh yeah, we
Do it like that.
stay on Phaz, man.
We don't have a
appreciate
cool
it.
handshake yet.
Unphased.
I'm
Yeah,
unfazed,
we
yeah.
had Cold Blackman, real white chocolate here. Real white chocolate. We doing it big, the realest.
My dog.
I'm unfazed, I'm unfazed, yeah, I'm unfazed. I'm unfazed, yeah, I'm unfazed. I'm unfazed, yeah, finna stack this paper, I'm unfazed.
What's up, guys? If you guys like this interview, man, I know for sure that you're going to like this interview that we did with the one and only Eli Mack. We dive deep into his YouTube success, how much money he's made, and all the collaborations that he's done thus far. So if you like YouTube, you want to be a creator, or you need some inspiration in your life, click this video right here and stay on Phase.